Hey everybody, it's Crafty Hope. I'm in the floor of my craft room once again with a project again, another experiment, something I just want to play with. I, the other day, walked out the door and found this on my doorstep. It's a ad for a lawn care service, and it's a magnet. So it hit me that I've got all these magnets I have on my fridge, things that I don't need, don't use, don't care about, or like this one from 2013 is outdated and not useful. So I was like, what can I do with all these magnets that are sitting on my fridge and they're ugly and all that? Well, I decided I'm going to try to make them into pretty magnets, either for my fridge or, whatever. So I'm going to start by just laying them out on some newspaper, and that's part of the reason the floor, so I can spread out. And I've got my cheapo gesso, and I'm going to gesso over them and see if I can turn them into something prettier. And some of these I know, like this really big one, you can see it's bigger than my hand, and I do have tiny hands, but I can cut this into some kind of shape or something, but for now I thought I would just gesso it up and see how it does. I'm going to see how the gesso sticks to this, because all of these are really kind of slick, and it may work better if I rough them up with some sandpaper or something. So I'm going to see first if the gesso sticks, and if it doesn't, I'll rough them up and I'll let you know. So this is just where I'm starting, so I want to let y'all know that's where it starts. So hey guys, I'm back with my magnets, and I did end up just using a sanding block and sanding most of them. A couple of them, these here, I was able to just pull the paper that was on there off and gesso over that. Not all of the paper came off in all of the cases, but that made it a little bit easier. It was tedious though to try to get that paper off. So for the majority of them, I just sanded them real quick and painted some gesso on them, and it seems to be sticking just fine. I mean, if I sat there and scratched it, I'm sure I could get it off. So from here, I've decided some of these big ones I am going to keep, the size that they are. This one is a little flippy, but I'm afraid it'll get more flippy if I cut it down. And that one's just a fun little square shape. But this one I think is just a little too big. So I am going to cut it in half, and I think I'm just going to straight up cut it in half. So I'll fold it down the middle like that, just so I know where I'm going to cut. And so I'm going to get that done. Got my scissors. Yeah. That's not too bad. I mean, even that out just a little bit, because I'm afraid the magnet may not lay flat there. Alright, so now I have a bunch of surfaces on which to work and do something. So I'm just going to take, if I can find, it doesn't matter. I do know that with these magnets, they're not really super strong magnets. And here's, if I can get it in here, my lamp. And it will stick to it. But I'm afraid that if I do anything too heavy on here, like too many layers of something, it's just going to make it too heavy for these little cheap, flat magnets. So I'm probably just going to layer some paint, maybe a little bit of paper, and whatchamacallit, washi tape, maybe just some very light products to get, just a fun little canvas. So I think I'm just going to work on this one and fast forward through it, and we'll see how it goes. So here we go. So I think I could have gone on and done more doodles and more whatnot, but I think you get the idea. I'm gonna play with some of these when I get a chance and whatnot, but I just wanted to share the idea of taking some old nasty magnets or things that may not be so pretty on your fridge and just play with them. You know, add some gesso, add some paint, add some spray and some doodles and whatnot. And as you see, my stamp I didn't do so great. I don't know. I could have probably not pressed as hard and gotten that through, but that's fine. Now it's back there and it's just kind of a background thing. It's not what I was intending. I'm going to try to maybe do that same stamp on something else because I really like that sentiment. But anyway, so have fun with this and make some magnets. All right. I'm going to stop fiddling now and get to plan on some other stuff. Thanks so much. Bye.